Good day, viewers. You are welcome to John D Success TV, where you have access to interesting and mind-lifting success talks by John D. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button so that you can be notified as I will be uploading those videos to your edification. Thank you, and God bless you as you do so. Good day, viewers. You're welcome to this week edition of Fair for Success. Beat the best and be the best. I remain your success coach, John D. As you all know, I will be coming your way every Friday of the week. So on today's edition, I will be sharing with you how to land your dream job, how to secure that high-paying job. And the first, I will be taking you through 8 steps that you need to follow to your dream job. And the first step is this: believe that you can land that job. Believe that you can secure that high-paying employment. If you can believe it, nothing can stop you. In fact, all things are possible to him that believes. I always make reference to the statement made by the popular motivational speaker Les Brown. He says, the hardest part is not for me to make my first $1,000,000 in dollars, but the hardest part is for me to believe I could do it. And the same applies to most people out there. The hardest part is not for them in securing, landing that job they desire, but the hardest part is for them to believe that they could do it. So if you can convince yourself that you can land that job, I'm telling you, nothing anywhere, no factor anywhere can stop you. So the first step is believe you can land the job. And if you can't get yourself to believe that you can land it, there's no need following through the remaining 7 steps, because nothing can help you. Nothing can help you if you can't believe in yourself. So if you can believe that you can land that job, then nothing can stop you. So our advice, to move on to step number 2. And the step number 2 is this: you decide the kind of job that you want. You decide the kind of job that you want. Do you want a job in an accounting firm? Do you want a job in a construction company? Do you want a job in oil company? You've got to decide specifically where you want to work. And if you look around and you can't get your hand on a place to work, that is a signal that you have to create it. So let me move on to the 3rd step, and it's which is you decide who you want to work with. You decide who you want your prospective employer to be. And then you move on to the next step, which is you know what your prospective employer wants. You research about their strengths, you research about their weakness, you research about their policies, you research about their mission and their vision statement. And then you now move on to the next step, which is this: you analyze yourself. Like Socrates we always say, man, know thyself. And the greatest discovery any man can ever make is for him to discover himself. So when you discover your strengths, you discover your weaknesses, then you analyze them to see how you can leverage on your strength to service your prospective employer. So if you see that you have what it takes to benefit, to serve your prospective employer, then you move on to the next step. And the next step is step number 6, which is you get a plan. A plan of how you can leverage on your strength to help in the fulfillment of the company's vision and their mission. And I'm telling you, if your plan is convincing enough, no employer can deny you. No employer can. So you get a plan as to how you want to take the company to the next level. And then you move on to step number 7, which is you write down your plans down. You get it documented. And like the popular adage that goes thus, that the dullest pen is better than the sharpest brain. So you need to document all your plans, all your ideas, your strengths, and how you intend to use it to help the company. Then you move on to the last step, which is you submit it to the necessary quarters, to the appropriate quarters. You can't document all of your plans and drop it by the gate man and say, please help me to give it to the managing director of this company. Woo! You are casting your pearls before swine. I know what they will do. They will trample on it and come back and rend you. You will just be surprised. You will tell the groundnut woman, please get me, I want to buy 100 groundnut, and you discover that it is your document that they use in selling you the groundnut. Why? Because you cast your pile before swine. So you make sure to submit that document to appropriate quarters. In fact, you make sure you get connection. I don't know the nation that you are watching me from, but I want you to know that you need connection, because in our world today, you need connection. In fact, when you go to ceremonies and you don't have connection at the time, you might go back home on empty stomach because there will be no food for you to eat. But if you have connection, I'm telling you, you will have more than enough, and even you will have takeaway. So what am I driving at? I just submit your document, make sure you submit it to the appropriate quarters, and you back it up with enough connections, and then you seal it with prayer, because everything begins with God and ends with God. So if you follow those 8-step methods that I've given, and I'm telling you, you are going to land your job. I give you just 1 month, or at the most 2 months, you will land the job. But if it doesn't work for you, that is telling you that this is your own time to create a job. That shows that you are not to be an employee, but an employer of labor. And I'm telling you, it's better to employ people than to be employed. So this is where I'll be drawing the curtain on this week's edition of Fair for Success. Beat the best and be the best. Until next week Friday, and I'm going to come your way again. Ensure to fuel your vision and your passion to be all what you want to become in all aspects of your life. But please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification button so that you can be notified as I will be uploading powerful success talk. Have a nice time. Bye.